Hey guys, how's it going? So, this has been in my mind lately, and by the title of this video, you will know what I mean. Last night, I was talking to a friend, and I actually already blogged about this, but it actually made sense in my head, and this is why. So, at the very beginning, I'm just going to go over a brief history, right? After I graduated from high school, I actually did not do well at all enough to go to a good college and university, but to me, now that I think back on it, I'm completely fine with it because my life would not be how it is right now had that not happened. So in a sense, on the positive side, it did work out for me. And when I graduated from high school, I wasn't really too close to anyone. I basically didn't really have anyone to back me up on this other than a few select friends that I already knew were into cars, but even then we weren't really that close, not until after the fact that we graduated. But I ended up enrolling in community college, and for the first 2 years, I didn't meet anyone. Well, no, I can't say that. I did meet a few people who had the same interests as I did, but we kind of, our friendship kind of fell out in a sense. But after 2 years, I decided to join a school club. And fast forward, a few weeks, I found out one of the officers actually was, and now he's one of my good friends. One of the officers was actually also another car enthusiast, right? So coincidentally, funny enough, both of us had the same cars. So immediately we just clicked. And I was thinking, okay, well, if you want to modify your car, I could help. I could help look up things for you. We can discuss, and things just went on from there. But even better was he introduced me to his two other friends who also happened to be car enthusiasts. So, long story short, right? I did not know this would happen. I had no clue. Like I said, before I entered community college, I had pretty much no close friends, right? So it's because of passion that I was able to break out of my social anxiety shell and my comfort zone. That I was able to connect with people, and because of these three people, I we started a card group in Northern California. I'm not gonna mention the card group because the purpose of this video is to basically tell you that this does happen and is the truth. I'm not making this up. It actually did happen to me. Um, and honestly, on from there, four people, me meeting them, the three other people, and then starting this card group, I got to meet other people, which I would not have if it was not for my passion and interest in cars. I've met people from San Francisco, which at that time I barely actually went to San Francisco. I like to stay around my hometown, and I barely went out. But we hosted car events. We hosted car get-togethers, and from there on, I got to meet people who I really would not have met if it wasn't for cars. But that definitely helped me break out of my comfort shell, or comfort shell? No, comfort zone and social anxiety shell. There we go. So that's my point. I haven't done anything like that recently. Well, I have, but again, that's back to that situation on Saturday. Um, Me and her were both strangers because of passion that brought us there to that place on that day, and I did something that I didn't think I would have. So, for those of you who are out there living with social anxiety and have depression and have it worse than I did, or that have it worse than I do, because obviously present tense, right? I strongly encourage you to try this out. I've been on Gary's material and I've been on Tony Robbins' material for a long time. And one of my goals actually is to experience one of Tony's seminars. Actually, I feel like that would help even more. But for those of us who can't, to put it bluntly, for those of us who can't, um, who don't, who aren't able to make it financially, this could actually be a way to help as a first step, right? I'm always about wanting to feel good, no pun intended. I've always been wanting to feel good, and just recently I want to make new memories, have a good time with friends. So I figured, why not use something that I feel good about, or that I would feel good about while doing it, talking about it, but then also using it as a tool to improve on my weak areas, which is talking to people and my social anxiety. And based on what I've done in the past, is I know for a fact that this works. So this may or may not work for you. I don't know. And this is why I strongly encourage you to try it out for yourself, because if passion makes you feel alive, if passion makes you be able to talk to strangers, right? Be able to do new things with it, be able to talk about it, be able to make new friends with strangers, be able to talk to them for hours on end, right? And enjoy talking about it. Why don't you use that mindset and that mentality and that attitude, and use the same concepts to try and break through into a new venture? Sure, let's be honest and let's be real. Some people are mean. Some people will criticize you for not knowing how to do it, right? But that's in their own perspective. You're new, and that's okay. Get scolded, that's okay. But there's always that one person who will help you, and that would pretty much be your anchor into going into that new venture, right? You meet that person, you start talking to them, they introduce you to whatever you're doing, whatever new thing you're doing. You spend days, weeks, months on end on it. It becomes your norm, and soon enough, that's another thing you know how to do. But most importantly, it helped you break out of your comfort zone in networking and interacting with strangers. So my point in making this video is, please try it out for yourself. I know for a fact that it works, but um, I haven't really gotten a chance to try it again, but I think it will happen soon enough again, because I have a few things coming up in my life that I'm going to be attending. So I will be using the same tactic, most likely. And for those of you who have already done it recently, definitely please comment down below. Let me know in the description box. Let me know what you think about it, and let me know how you felt about it and what the end result is, because I would love to hear about it. Again, let's try to make this fun. I know there's a lot of people out there who live with social anxiety, but it doesn't have to be bad. It doesn't have to be negative. We all can turn this into a positive aspect into our life, and I know for a fact that every single one of us can do it. So, with that being said, today is just the start of the weekend for us on the West Coast. Enjoy your week and your weekend, and I look forward to seeing you guys soon. If I come up with another topic in my head that I would like to make a video about, which I most likely will. And yeah, so peace out, guys, and have a good one.